Are you guys just starting off using a looper? Or have you been using a looper but you don't think you're getting the most out of it? Well, today I'm going to give you a slightly more advanced look into layering your loops and how to do it properly. So stick around. Now, I've already gone over the basics of essentials of looping in my first video, and if you haven't seen it already, you can watch it right here. Now, I went over in that video going over your signal chain. I went over keeping a tempo and punching in and out on the one, etc. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how to build your layers and a couple of tricks to do them properly so you have a really great foundation and your soloing can really stand out. Now, in my opinion, the most important part of your loop is the foundation. And what I mean by that, the foundation is what you're eventually going to be playing over. All right, and now there are layers in your foundation. And usually, especially at my solo performances, I definitely prefer to start off with a percussive strumming pattern. And what I mean by a percussive strumming pattern is you actually mute the strings in between certain strums that kind of give it more of a vibe and a feel of there being a drummer, or you feel the rhythm more than you do just like that. So basically what I mean by percussive strumming is something like this. You can really feel that, you know? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's, you know, just however you want to do it. It's easier to listen back to and hear where your bass line is supposed to be played. So if you're just strumming, make it a little more percussive. And the more you do that, the better you'll get at it. And all you're really doing is just slamming your hand down on the strings to give it a quick mute. That's it. By doing this, it allows you to really feel the rhythm as well as hear it. So now it's time to lay down your bass line, okay? So there's a bunch of different ways you can change the tone of your acoustic guitar or your electric guitar, whatever you're using to lay down the foundation of your loop. If you have an EQ roll-off, like I do in here on my J45, I have a volume and I also have an EQ. I just roll the treble all the way off, and by doing that, it takes all the high end out and it beefs up the low end, a little more like a bass. If you have an octave pedal, you can do that, but remember to put it in front of your looper. Always remember signal flow, okay? Now, when you're gonna add the bass line, just be aware that if you're gonna do it live, you're never gonna punch back in on the one, so give yourself some time to get back in. Give yourself a measure, give yourself 2 measures, whatever you're comfortable with. But then when you come back in, remember where you came in so you don't overdub your bass line. It's not that big of a deal, but it's kind of irritating to me when I hear it. You get like a chorusy effect, so just know where you're at. Keep counting. So here's the loop with just the rhythm guitar, and now I'm gonna lay down the bass line. I've rolled off my EQ, so it's a little more bassy and not so, you can definitely hear a difference, you know? So here's the loop with just the rhythm guitar, and now I'm gonna add the bass line. Just remember where you punched in and punched out, okay? Here we go. Punch back in. All right, so now that you have your loop down, easy peasy, right? This is the fun part. Just let it play. Have some fun with it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video today and learned a thing or two about upgrading your looping skills. If you have enjoyed this video today, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and if you're not already subscribed, please click subscribe and also click that bell icon so you can be notified of my future releases. Follow the links in my description box for all my latest single releases. I'll be releasing a new song once a month, every month this year. All the links are below. And remember, if you're thinking about doing something new, the time is now.